Welcome to Yoga Care with Michael. Today we're going to be looking at some forward bend positions here, but we're going to be using everything against the wall for support. So if we think of the wall as a way of using gravity in a more gentle way, to open the hips, work on those stubborn hamstring stretches, so everybody knows how difficult it is to come into a forward bend, right? So we're going to be working on that against the wall to begin with. That'll be the first one, just to really get the hamstrings working. And then the second one we'll be working on is just this kind of butterfly pose against the wall as well. You're really trying to open your hips, right? And then finally, we'll be working on this one, which is kind of like a cow pose, where you're just trying to get one knee over the other and working on that stretch. So again, big hip flexor, quad stretch here, but also working into the glutes. And of course, when those muscle groups open, then your lower back really opens too, and it really frees up the pelvis. So that's going to be our wall positions for today. So we're just coming out of that. And now, when you do this at home, get your back right against the wall, right? And then you're just coming over to the side like this. So now your hip is right against the wall. And then bring your legs up. And now, hopefully, your butt's really close to the wall. I know for some people when they first do this, if your hamstrings are really tight, you'll have to be a foot away from the wall to do it. So you're going to be a little more of an angle. But if you're able to, just get as close to the wall as you can. And then you can hold this one, for 5 minutes or so, just to really start to get that stretch. So if your hamstrings are really tight, this is probably one of the best ways to get them loosened up. And again, I'm going to say, hold it for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. If you build your way up slowly into it. And then the next one that you can do is just open the legs out to the sides. I know for a lot of people, I always say, you've got walls in your house? Yeah, of course I've got walls in my house, but do you have space to do something like this? But there you go, you can make some space for yourself on the wall. So this is the next stretch, really great one for inner thighs, groin stretch here now. And just breathe deeply, and again, try to let your lower back just drop right down to the mat. Right? And then after you've held this one for a while, you can bring the legs back up. Right? And then bending your knees, put your feet against the wall. And this one's really nice. If you just push down into your lower back and then relax. Push down into your lower back, relax. So it's not a huge movement, but it's a really nice one for working into those lower vertebrae. And then we're just going to open the legs out to the sides now. So it's like working on your butterfly pose, right? Opening the hips again. Inhale. Exhale, and just push towards the wall. Not thinking so much the knees, right? You never want to force your knees. You want to think about how you're opening from your hips. So even if you just put your hands really close to the hips here, you can do that little push. It's not really hard. And then just relax and push, relax, push, relax, push, relax. And then just bring your legs straight up the wall again. And now just wrap your leg over. So you're trying to bring your foot down towards the floor. So here's the cow pose against the wall here now. So we're just going to work first with one leg. So you're just trying to bring the toes down towards the floor, and your opposite leg is just staying straight. So again, feeling the stretch. I mean, everyone's a little different as where you're feeling it. Some people will feel it, lots of hamstrings. Some people will, I know for myself, it's always quads, hip flexors, but you're also really working into the glutes in this one too, right? So you can just try one side. and then work on the other. And notice, which side is tighter, because everybody's got one side that's a lot tighter. And this is really one of the main goals of yoga, is to balance the left and right sides of the body. And this is what then balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain as well. So it's not just about the body, it's always about body, mind, spirit. Right? So then once you've got that stretch going on this side now, then you can try it again on the other side, and then bring the other leg into it now too. So then you're trying to get both your feet down towards the floor, and now you can just push towards the wall a little bit, and then relax, and then push, and relax, push, relax, and then coming out of it, and we'll do it on the other side now. So we're crossing over this way, and then crossing this way. Right. Inhale, exhale, and push, release. So this really gets into the hip flexors here too, and the inner thighs, groin. But the lower back is just really opening here too. Feels so good. Push, push, exhale, just a little push, right? Not hard. Relax. Great. And then you're just going to bring your legs back up the wall again, right? And then we'll just bend the knees once more. Then you can walk your feet down a little bit, and then you're just going to roll the lower back off the floor, right? And then just slowly roll back down again. So you don't have to come all the way up, although you could. So you could come roll up about halfway up the back, and then roll back down again. Try to get the tailbone right down to the floor. And then if you like, you can come up a little bit higher, right? Roll back down again, and then just bring your knees over to the sides. And as you come out of this, because the blood's really gone to your head, take your time. So bring your opposite arm over and push yourself up. Give yourself that time. Try not to do it all with your neck and your head. And then we're back onto our mat again. And we have a really nice wall sequence. Great. Thank you so much.